I return to London a tortured shell without my jewel, my Mary. Years of study and then work are my refuge. The building company reaps wondrous profits, but I function mechanically, skimming the surface of life, barely breathing, hardly existing, destroyed by Mary's loss. Father wants me to have sons, and for that I need a wife. I shall love no one except my darling Mary. But Elizabeth Bonner, a well-bred, naive young woman with handsome bosoms, values my wealth and is agreeable to a loveless marriage. I treat Elizabeth well, and she bears me 2 sons, Daniel and August, then dies while birthing a stillborn girl. Elizabeth's premature demise saddens me, but I cannot grieve. Only Mary claims my grief. My strong, healthy sons are my focus. They divert my thoughts and lift my spirit. They soften the pervasive anguish over Mary's death.
I return to London for the reading of Father's will, and to see my newborn son, George. To torture Mary, I bring Sarah with me, and I give her to my daughters as a plaything. My wife, Sophia, is amused by the gift, but appears suspicious of Sarah. I mean to keep Sarah's presence in London a secret from her sire. There's a risk the child will tell Herbert that Mary still lives. But Herbert arrives unexpectedly with his sons and spies his black daughter.
Bernard brings Sarah, my daughter by Mary, to London, and I discover her in his home being misused by his 3 little girls. Sarah strongly resembles Mary, and I know her immediately. I'd selfishly abandoned Sarah at her birth in Barbados, but the sight of the beautiful girl fills me with wonderful memories of her mother, and I am suddenly, overwhelmingly flooded with love for my child. I want to protect and spoil her. I want my daughter back.
Herbert can't have Sarah. I inherit the plantation and its slaves. Sarah's mine. She'll grow into a delicacy and I'll have my fun. Herbert inherits the building company and must be content.
Bernard won't grant me custody of my daughter, Sarah. Legal advice says I must wait until he tries to sneak her back to Barbados. Then I can petition the courts to stop her return to slavery and have her released into my care.
Sarah is entering adolescence and Sophia is aware of my growing attraction for the beautiful girl. The spiteful woman insists I return Sarah to Barbados, and I agree, even though I want to punish Mary further with her daughter's absence. But naughty little George accidentally tears Sarah's stomach with a saber, forcing me to take her to hospital and delay my departure. Damnation. I miss my sessions with Mary and yearn to get back to the plantation.
While I am made to work in a London hospital, I attend a girl with a sabre wound. She look about 13, and is biracial, beautiful, and stoic. The awful man with her insists he rush to with the patient, so she is healthy enough to travel. The man's word and money make me suspect the girl is enslaved. And this man is her owner, about to return her to the Caribbean and a terrible life. How can I help this sweet girl?
I learn Bernard plans to return Sarah to Barbados, so I seek documents to place her in my care and block her leaving. Then she's wounded, and Bernard takes her to hospital. I speed to her bed. Bernard snarls, but the surgeon nods at me. He's grasped Sarah's plight and knows I want to help. When we're alone, the surgeon agrees to delay Sarah's discharge to give me time to put her case before the courts and free my daughter from Bernard.
A French doctor attends me in hospital. He dislikes Bernard. Bernard's brother Herbert arrives at my bed looking anxious over me. I trust him not. He was once a slaver and must be evil.
Sarah is of mixed race and is in my care. Bernard Randolph want to take her to the Caribbean and back to slavery. Ici Bernard is enemy with his brother, Herbert, and he think Herbert is Sarah Sally.
Thank God Sarah will heal. And now that Bernard plans to return her to Barbados, I'll organize custody while I fight for her freedom. The doctor, Abel Le Bon, has secretly offered his assistance.
I miss Mama but know she'd rather I escaped Bernard Randolph and have freedom than return to Barbados. I'll use the witch doctor's powder to paralyze me and fake my death, then I'll escape when the poison wears off. I tell the doctor, Abel Le Bon, I shall die tonight and not to let them bury my body. He gives his promise but doesn't believe me and says Herbert Randolph is my friend. No, I reply. Bernard's brother Herbert is evil.
Sarah says she will die tonight and Mac me promise he won't let them bury her body. Her claim is absurd. Sarah is healing, and he believes her terror of Bernard Randolph make her delusional. But he agreed to care for her body to calm and appease her. Sarah tell me also that Herbert Randolph is evil and cannot be trusted. So now he must ignore Herbert's offer to help and save the child on my own. But how?
I remove the packet of witch doctor's powder from my dress hem, carefully apply the powder to my skin, and relax on the bed, waiting for Monsieur Le Bon to claim me. He will be surprised when I revive.
Dear God. Sarah was right. She died in the night and lay dead on her bed. I am heartbroken but will honor my promise and not let them bury her body. I shall build a mausoleum to house her remains.
That damn surgeon let Sarah die. What a waste of a good wench. Oh well, I shall return to Barbados regardless. I miss Mary, and I'll enjoy her pain when I inform her of her daughter's death.
I'm grief-stricken. I've lost Sarah, first Mary, and now our dear child. It's Bernard's fault, bringing Sarah to London, and it's my fault for abandoning her in Barbados.
I listened to those awful brothers, Bernard and Herbert Randolph, and the surgeon Abel Le Bon talking around my bed. The witch doctor's poison worked. I'm paralyzed with no palpable pulse and the shallowest breath. They think I'm dead and Herbert wants to arrange my funeral, but the surgeon is honoring his promise to stop my burial and keep my body. I am grateful and can't wait to recover so I can surprise and thank the French surgeon.
The French surgeon, Abel Le Bon, has directed that we keep little Sarah's body in the morgue until he builds a mausoleum to house her remains. This is ridiculous, and I suspect the matron will not approve.
He find a suspicious tear in Sarah's smoke, then a vial under her bed and believe the child tricked us. She poisoned herself and is paralyzed, but she may not be dead. He must keep this a secret from the Randolph brothers or they will return for her. He rushed to remove Sarah from her coffin in the morgue, only to find the matron send Sarah to the cemetery for burial. Sacre bleu. He suspects Sarah has been buried alive.
I am Antelope, renamed Mary. Watch for further episodes or read the complete saga of my incredible journey. Antelope by Maria Hannah Whitley. Available at Amazon and other online bookstores.